This beaded bracelet features an impressive yet easy-to-wear design. Vividly sparkling cube beads and glass bicones are set into the entire length of the design. Timeless yet fashionable, this piece of jewelry adds a touch of glamour to your everyday outfit. A charming gift idea too. Keep watching to learn how to make one for yourself. Today we are going to use for our beautiful bracelet 8/0 seed beads, 3mm bicones, and 3 or even 4mm cube beads. And we are going to use the cubic right angle weave technique. If you are not familiar with this, you will find a basic introduction in the card above. And now let's get beading. We are going to use a clasp, so make sure you leave quite some tail to your work. And we start by picking up 1, 2, 3 8/0s and 1 cube. We close them in the circle. Let's leave some tail. And we move the thread up the first 8/0 that we have added. And here we have the floor of our cube. So we have 1, 2, 3 and the cube. When we are working with the thread going out of the cube of the seed bead number 1, we pick up 1, 2 8/0s and 1. We pick up 2 8/0s and 1 bicone and move the thread through bead number 2. In this position we have bead number 1 and this one. We pick up 2 8/0s and go through these 2 and move the thread forward to bead number 3. With the thread coming out of the bead number 3 of the floor, we pick up 1 bicone and 1 seed bead and go out like this from these 2 seed beads. And now we move the thread forward through the cube, forward through the first bicone, and now we cup up our cube and add the cube bead, going down through the second bicone that we have added. And with this, go back up through the first cube and first bicone added. And here we have finished all the walls of the cube. And now we create the ceiling of the cube by going through 1, 2, 3 8 O's and through the second cube added, and we move the thread forward through the first 8 O. And here we have our first cube finished. And this is what we repeat for the length of the bracelet. Let's bead one more cube together. So the ceiling of the previous cube becomes the floor of the current one. And we have again 8 O number 1, 2 and 3. When we have the thread coming out of 8 O number 1, we pick up 1, 2 and 3. So 2 8 O's and 1 bicone. Go through bead number 1, and here we have the first wall. We move the thread through the second 8 O, pick up 2 8 O's and connect with the first wall. We move the thread through the third 8 O and we pick up 1 bicone, 1 8 O and connect with the second wall. So in this moment we have 3 walls finished. We move the thread through the bottom cube bead, through the bicone from the first wall, and we finish the fourth wall by picking up 1 cube bead. Go through the bicone, the second one, and again through the bottom cube and up through the first bicone added for this cube. And now we finish the ceiling of this unit by connecting all the 4 beads of the ceiling, and we move the thread through the first 8 O and we repeat this sequence. When you have repeated for the length of the entire bracelet, which is the circumference of the wrist minus about 3 centimeters that you need for the bracelet clasp, you can attach the clasp, and I'll show you how we attach on one side, and for the other side, for the starting part, we just use the tail that we've left at the beginning. So with the thread coming out of bead, seed bead number 1, I pick up 3 seed beads and the closed ring and connect with the opposite bead, and then go back through these beads and make sure here we loop around the bead. And we go around and reinforce this thread path quite a few times. To make sure that this connection is strong. When you are happy, you just move the thread through the body of the work and reinforce by going around a few right angle weave units, and then you can cut the thread. So this is how the connection looks like. Then you repeat the same on the other side, and of course you can decide if you want to use a lobster clasp like this or a magnetic one like this. The bracelet is really beautiful. A beautiful gift for yourself or for a dear friend. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check the basic cubic right angle weave tutorial if you find difficult to see for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you with our new future tutorial. Ciao, ciao.